you have off the field. How are you able to keep focused on winning football games as you do and throughout the years? When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win, baby.
Marketing come up with that for him. Those were his phrases that he came up with, that he believed in.
Just win. Play hard. Try not to make mistakes. But don't worry about mistakes, because there's only one thing that counts. Just win. Just win.
Yo, welcome back to the SC Raiders Talk. Hey, your boy Eric. I'm back. You feel me? And yes, one more day. Well, less than what I would say 24 hours from now. 24 hours from now, Raiders football is back against the Chargers, I believe. If I got my times right? But of course, before that, man, we gotta preview the game. We gotta talk about all things Raiders and Chargers, previewing key matchups, key players, so on and so on. But shout out to who's here so far. Of course, thank you for joining me over the weekend. You feel me? I know the weekends aren't always the best for everybody. But of course, this is my shortest show of the week, pretty much every time, man. Just to come on and preview the game for tomorrow. But shout out to All Eyes on G. What's good? Robert Penn in the building. What's good? Raider Paul in the building. What's good? Oh, let me get the You know what it is. You already know what it is. Shout out to Raider Paul, though. Shout out to Raider Paul. Billy Davis. So what up, Raider Nation? Was good. Billy Davis was good. Salute. SoCal Sal in the building. Well, SoCal, good to see you. Hope all is well. Raider Chaos. Salute. Javier Rodriguez in the building. Was good, Javier. John Leon in the building. Was good, John. Was good. So, hey, let's get straight into it, right? Let's get straight into it. Let me get this. Hold on. Let's talk about some key players, huh? Let's talk about some key players. Yeah, let's talk about some key players. I ain't gonna lie. Let's talk about some key players from the Raiders, of course. Let's start off with the Raiders, of course. So the Raiders, there's a lot of pretty much key players across here. And actually, you know what? Instead of starting with this, let's start off with the injury report, because I think that's something that we need to look at before we look at the key players. So let me get the let's put myself here. Let's put this here. Let's switch this with this. So as you can see right here, this is the Chargers and Raiders final injury report. Now, let's talk about it, right? Because there's some very interesting players that are out for the game on both sides of the football, which today me personally, and maybe that's my bad for not researching, but I didn't know he was going to end up not playing and he was injured. So, first of all, DJ Chark. Let's start with the Chargers. DJ Chark, which is arguably their number one, number two, is completely out. Did not participate all week and is officially out. Justin Herbert had a foot injury. Of course, he's been full in practice, so it looks like Justin Herbert's ready to go. Joshua Palmer, of course, their number one receiver as of now, pretty much. Full participant there. Asante Samuel Jr., their number one corner, has been limited on Friday. There was no report on Wednesday or Thursday. So that means that he's questionable. He is questionable. He's probably going to most likely be a game time decision. And if he doesn't play, that's a big blow to the Chargers defense because Asante Samuel is arguably their number one and will go against our number ones, right? Like Devontae Adams and stuff like that. Now, we go with the Raiders. Now, this is where it gets a little bit more interesting, right? And shout out to Raider Chaos was good. Uh, Javier says biggest blow from Coons, Tyree Wilson pressure. The fact John Leon says damn Jacobs didn't look so good. Yeah, I seen him play. Um, he didn't look too good or bad, but he's it's the same Josh Jacobs we seen last year, right? Um, so of course, our long snapper there, full participant, so no biggie there. Brock Bowers, of course, was limited Wednesday and Thursday, but became full on Friday, is ready to go. Tommy Eichenberg is a questionable uh guy, of course, been limited all week, so he is questionable. Um, Malcolm Coons. Now, this is where it gets interesting, right? This is this is what caught me off guard, right? It caught me completely off guard. Malcolm Kuntz is gone. I mean, not gone, but out. Now, he got placed on the injured reserve, I believe. Yeah, the reserve injured list. And not only that, Charles, as of probably, I would say, let me check my notifications like 10 minutes ago or something. Right before the show, we have activated Charles Snowden. It wasn't too long ago. So Charles Snowden, which had a pretty decent preseason, I think that he's one of those guys that I like very, very much from preseason. Looked really good. Looked like he wanted to be here. Gets activated for Malcolm Kuntz. Now, is that an upgrade? Technically, no. Malcolm Kuntz, we've seen what he could do. Sucks that he's injured. I didn't know that he was heavily injured, like the way he to the point where he's out. But yes, Malcolm Kuntz is out for this game. So we won't see Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins, and Malcolm Kuntz in week one. So that's tough. That's a tough blow to the Raiders. That's a tough blow to us, man. That is that's a hard pill to swallow right there, right? Now Colton Miller, of course, wasn't really there for preseason. Throughout the preseason, offseason, pretty much activities, and Colton Miller is officially good to go. So we will have our starting left tackle there in Colton Miller, of course, full participant all week. Now Jackson Powers Johnson is another one that is out. Jackson Powers Johnson looks like he's pretty much out. He was not there Wednesday, did not participate Thursday or Friday, and it looks like our second round pick, Jackson Powers, is not playing week one, which sucks because it's like again, injuries are a toll of our team, and injuries are costing some of our key players to be out. And we pretty much need everybody on the field tomorrow, right? Another one, another rookie, DeCamerion Richardson was limited Wednesday and Thursday and did not participate Friday. Why? Because the hamstring was worse than what they thought, and he is officially out for the game. He's out for tomorrow. He's out for week one. He's not playing. And with that, Sam Webb gets activated. So Sam Webb, somebody that I liked a lot, gets activated out of the practice squad to substitute for DeCamerion Richardson. And me personally, I like Sam Webb right now better than DeCamerion Richardson. I don't know about y'all, but that's just me. Not discrediting DeCamerion Richardson because at the end of the day, he's a rookie and he's still learning. But I think that Sam Webb is better than DeCamerion Richardson right now, which it sucks that he's injured, man, and that's why he's out. But of course, next man up, and that's Sam Webb getting activated from the practice squad. Now, Robert Spillane is a full participant. He will be ready to go. And Tyree Wilson, of course, we need him to step up, especially with Malcolm Kuntz gone. And he's a full participant with his foot. Full participant for sure. So that's your injury report. How you guys feel about the injury report? You guys think it's bad? You guys think it's good? What you guys thinking? What you guys thinking? For me, it's a Malcolm Kuntz is probably the one that I'm really looking at, which sucks. Which sucks, right? Because I wanted to see that Max Crosby, Malcolm Kuntz kind of like kind of like trio, right? Malcolm Kuntz, Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins, that trio. So of course we gotta see players like Tyree Wilson step up and stuff like that. Charles Snowden, another one. Um, and of course, there's still so many more on that defensive line, like Janarius Robinson. And I wouldn't doubt it. And I'll tell you right now, right? I wouldn't doubt it if Janarius Robinson and Max Crosby are your starters for tomorrow, which I'm cool with. I'm not gonna lie. I like Janarius Robinson. I don't know about you guys. I like Janarius Robinson a lot. I think he played really good in the preseason. Looked pretty good last year. I mean, the guy wants to be here, and hopefully he shows it tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. Of course, Tyree Wilson, another guy that might end up starting. We'll see what happens. It might be a rotation between the three: Engineers Robinson, Tyree Wilson, Charles Snowden. We gotta see. Shout out to Kevin Lurker in the building. What's good? What's good? Good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Why people hating on D Jax? Bo had an opinion, and people acting like Adams never showed by expressions on Raiders. It's not that it was his opinion, it's the fact that he thought it was facts. The way he spoke about the situation was not the right way to go about it. The best way was to say, "Hey, Devontae Adams, he didn't look too right. He didn't look good. He looked like he was mad at the team. He looked like he was this, that, and third just by his facial expressions. Instead, he went a different direction and said that he talked to him and that he's not happy, and all this different stuff. There's a way to go about it, and he went about it the wrong way. He went about it the click way, and he got exactly what he wanted, right? A lot of Raider fans made it a topic to talk about and stuff like that and made a big deal. For me, I don't really care what D-Jack's got to say. He's the same guy that fumbled the first snap he was with us, so I don't really care. At the end of the day, all I care about is what Devontae Adams says, and if Devontae Adams says constantly that he's good being here, he's good being here. Um, it's what the media does, and D-Jax is a part of the media now. I mean, at the end of the day, so um, me, I'm not gonna say F D-Jax or anything because at the end of the day, he was a good player, but he could have went about it a different way, but he apologized. So hey, you can't fault the guy. He apologized and he made it clear. JPJ is the only one I'm worried about and pissed about at the same time. I feel that, man. It sucks for JPJ because it's like somebody that I want to see out there, a dog in the offensive line, but we cannot have our rookies getting injured like this already so easily. Especially a second round pick in somebody like Jackson Powers Johnson. So hopefully he gets better. Hopefully gets healthy for week 2. We need him for week 2 against the Ravens. We all seen the Ravens and Chiefs. It came down to a toe. It came down to a toe. The real question is when you try and Vegemite on stream soon. Hopefully soon, man. We'll see soon. We'll see soon, man. We'll see soon. It's barely the start of the season, but it will happen during the season 100%. Shout out to Raider Paul. You already know what it is. Let me bring out the sound. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Let me lower this right here. There we go. So shout out to Cool Kev. I don't know if I shouted you out. What up, Cool Kev? Good to see everybody, man. Hopefully you guys are doing well on the Saturday. Hopefully you guys are ready for some Raiders football tomorrow. Some college football today. Raiders football tomorrow, man. It's feeling good. It's feeling good. He said he talks to him. Not that he told him anything. It's clear to me what he said. I mean, if that's what he said, it's still the wrong thing about it. I mean, Devontae has already said he only talked to him 3 times. So still wrong. You feel me? If you're gonna say that he talks to somebody back, hopefully the other guy vouches, right? And Devontae has pretty much came out and said he's only talked to him 2 and 3 in his lifetime. And how old is Devontae Adams? That 2 to 3 times in the lifetime? Yeah. So I mean, I'm just not paying attention to D-Jax, man. Respectfully, I mean, at the end of the day, D-Jax is D-Jax, man. I think the media is gonna do what the media does. They always did it with Devontae Adams, man. I don't really care, to be honest. So at the end of the day, Devontae Adams is all into what we got. At the end of the day, he's one of the people that had input in what we have. And it's cool to be frustrated. Obviously, a lot of players are frustrated. But to go out on a limb and kind of go about it a certain way. There's certain ways to go about certain things. You feel me? But I'm not mad at it. At the end of the day, like I said, I'm not gonna say f him or he's completely garbage or da da da. Like at the end of the day, he's got his opinion. If it was an opinion, it was an opinion. If it was a comment, it was a comment. If he meant it or not meant it, he apologized. Like to me, it doesn't really matter. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. You feel me? It's the same thing with the Josh Jacobs stuff. It's the same thing with the Josh Jacobs stuff. It's like he said what he said, and we just move on. You feel me? Da, the one that picked Minshew, yeah, no, that right, and they're happy with Minshew. We'll see what happens with Minshew, man, and I'll talk about it in the key. Shout out to Jack Kenna in the building, but yeah, I'm ready for some football. Same. I saw into the future. Garbage Minshew's 10-31. Damn, 10-31 is crazy. It's crazy. Will not be enough to win tomorrow or anytime. He will be benched by AOC once we go 0-6 is crazy. 0-6 is crazy. And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people gave Jimmy Garoppolo more praise. I don't know, man. In my opinion, Jimmy Garoppolo was garbage too. And he just had the right pieces around him. And that's the reason why he made it to the Super Bowl. His Super Bowl run was because of his running backs. His running backs averaged 200 plus yards a game. A game. But I don't got to get into that because at the end of the day, Jimmy Garoppolo's not our quarterback, right? But all I'm saying is people weren't saying 0-6 last year. I'm just saying. So, I mean, we'll see what happens, right? But 0-6 is actually fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the craziest takes I've seen in a while. But of course, moving on here. Let's get to some of the topics. You feel me? Let me take this out the screen. So now that we got the biggest hater in the building, Circus in the building, but let's get straight into it, right? Key players to the game, key players to watch for the Raiders. For me, Gardner Minshew. Why he's a key player to watch? We need him to perform. We need him to perform. So is Coots out for the whole season? That I know of, no. But he got put on the injury reserve. I think he's out for 4 games, like Alex said. I think what Alex said is right. It's 4 weeks that he's out for when he gets there. And of course, I talked about this earlier, Alex. Snowden and Webb activated to the roster for everybody that's just joining me. Both of these players are activated. But no, it's 4 weeks, and hopefully he comes back healthy because we need him. And if he's not healthy, man, that contract I was talking about, the best ability is availability at the end of the day. And exactly, it switches up everything to do with it. And it is a non-contact. It happened in practice, so that's even worse, right? So, yeah. Anyways, key players. I'm looking at Zamir White. Zamir White, a key player to watch for the Raiders. Gardner Minshew, a key player to watch for the Raiders. Janarius Robinson / Tyree Wilson. These guys are going to be rotational on that defensive end position, especially with Malcolm Kuntz out. So they became my key players because I need them to perform. And as long as the defensive line performs good, the quarterback room will be good, the safety room will be good, the linebackers and the defense will be well. Now, another player that I want to put out there, Jacorian Bennett, a key player to watch. I want to see how good he could truly be as a number 2, see how good he could perform against people like, I mean, they might not be all number 1s, but you got McConkey. Of course, you got Palmer. I mean, you got some receivers that could easily emerge as a number 1 over there for the Chargers. So I got to see how Jacorian Bennett goes there. Now, of course, switching it to the Chargers now. Some key players to watch for the Chargers is obviously Joshua Palmer. How good is the receiving core, but specifically Joshua Palmer? Can he be their number 1? Can he truly be the number 1? Joshua Palmer versus Jack Jones. We go see it. It's going to be interesting, right? Now, another guy to look at, Joe Alt. Joe Alt against our defensive line. Joe Alt, the rookie out of Notre Dame. Of course. That's a key player to watch there. See how good he could truly be for their offensive line. Now, another key player to watch is Asante Samuel. Why I say Asante Samuel is because at the end of the day, he's questionable. So it's a key player to watch if he even plays, right? But if he's out there, he's for sure a key player to watch because him against Devontae Adams is gonna be goddamn 4th of July out there. And hopefully Devontae Adams could be out there and cook him. And hopefully Gardner Mitchell could give him the ball, right? Hopefully he can. Shout out to Alex Adam. He says Janarius has a chance to shine. That's a fact. Bennett has to step up this game. Palmer and Johnson ain't shit. Gainer should see some time as well. He is balling. That's a fact. And of course, with a little bit of injuries happening on that linebacker core, you might see Gainer get some things. No rookie is gonna block Mark Crosby all day. That's a fact, Solomon. That's a fact. And now Christian Wilkins, man. Christian Wilkins in that middle. Samuel kind of banged up. He is banged up. He's questionable. He's questionable. I don't know. For everybody that's just joining, this is the injury report. And Asante Samuel, as you could see on your screen there, has been no report Wednesday, no report Thursday, and then became limited Friday. So he's questionable himself. Lad's still just a rookie. That's a fact out of Georgia. Let me see what else we got. Shout out to everybody coming in, though, man. Blessings to you guys and your families. I appreciate you guys for being here on the Saturday. When is it Asante Samuel banged up? That's a fact. Now, of course, I want to show my keys to the game. My 3 keys to the game, and you guys could tell me your 3 keys to the game. Let's switch this real quick. So as you can see here, these are my keys to the game. Now, you guys, if you guys agree, hey, if you guys agree. If you guys don't, let me know what you guys' keys to the game is. But for me, these are my 3 keys to the game. Key number 1, Gardner Minshew. How can he do with the whole new playbook? Again, a whole new set. This is arguably one of his best receiving cores he's had in a while. I mean, if you really look at it, right? Besides Michael Pittman and the Colts last year, I think our receiving core is pretty solid. So I want to see how Gardner Minshew goes and attacks a Jim Harbaugh defense, right? A Harbaugh defense. Now, key number 2, run defense needs to step up. If you were to tell me, Eric, what is the most obvious thing? What's the most obvious thing that Harbaugh is going to do on offense? And that's run the football. You have the Ravens offensive coordinator that did a lot of running, right? A lot of running plays. And of course, they had Lamar Jackson, but still a lot of running plays. And they have the Ravens running back room in Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins. They're very injury prone, but they're not injured week 1. And if you think for a second they're not going to run the ball and see the Raiders' weakness as the run defense over the preseason, they're going to attack it. So we need people like Spillane to step up. Diablo, step up. Christian Wilkins, step up. John Jenkins, step up. Max Crosby, step up. Even the safety, Trayvon Merrick and Marcus Epps, step up in this run defense, right? Nate Hobbs, step up. So, and then key number 3, adjustments. We don't know what the Chargers are gonna. We know for sure they're gonna attack us with the run, right? That's obvious. That's what he suits his offense on. But we don't know what else this team is capable of because we haven't seen any of their starters pretty much play in the preseason that I could think of, right? Not many of their starters played in the preseason, and not all of them did not play in the preseason. So we don't know what the hell they go come at us with. And that's where the adjustments come through. Adjusting to what the Chargers do. Adjust. No matter what they throw at us, attack them back. Attack them in different ways. Run, pass, run. When you feel me, switch it up here and there. Interesting fact, Chargers OC is 2-0 versus Patrick Graham. Stack that D-line and make the Bolts pass, man. You got to blitz Justin Herbert. Blitz him. At the end of the day, he's got an injury. And the Chargers, content creators, all these guys could talk all they want and say that the injury wasn't too bad. That it was bad, man. And the fact that he came back that early and they try to sweep it under the rug, I'm not saying to injure the guy, bro. I don't want no injuries to happen. I never want injuries to happen to any player, man. I would never wish that even upon the worst of people, right? But the best way to attack somebody's weakness when they got some type of injury lingering around is to pretty much get put pressure in their face for the quarterback position specifically. So blitz, blitz, more blitz, and blitz, and blitz, and one more blitz, and two more blitz, blitz, and blitz again, right? Let me see. I'm more excited. My boy Max Crosby versus my new Notre Dame boy in number 5 pick in Joe All. Let's go, Mad Max. Right, right. Mad Max gotta eat, man. He gotta eat. Shout out to Gregor John in the building. What's good, Gregor John? And of course, hey, follow my Instagram, subscribe if you're new, and hit that like button, of course. But these are my keys to the game. So I'm expecting a Raider win. I'm expecting a Raider win. Now that the so if you guys watched the 2 for 1 Nation podcast on Wednesday, I had my score prediction. I'm changing my score prediction due to the fact that the injuries. Um, I didn't know that Malcolm Kuntz was out like this until today, and also I did not know that there was some injuries with the Chargers. I mean, I knew there was injuries with the Chargers, but not in that extent. So my prediction is gonna be different. I said 28-17 on Wednesday. I'm switching it to 28-21. 28-21. Raiders win. So a touchdown, one possession game, a one possession game for sure. Raiders win. I'm expecting the Raiders win. I'm expecting them to go out there and take care of business. At the end of the day, it's a business trip, like Antonio Pierce said. So give me your guys' prediction. What do you guys predict? For me, 28-21 Raiders. Palmer only 38 catches last season. It's a fact. Raider McAllister may be like a junior Debo. Oh, that's interesting. Real talented as speed should be on our punt returns. He will be out there for the kick return, punt return. Hopefully he could run one back, right? Raiders win. Kokev says Raiders win. Shout out to my 2 cents. Roman have averaged approximately over 230 yards per game. Roman 2-0 versus Graham. I say 2017 Raiders. Okay, you think a field goal. For sure, for sure. But yeah, I think one possession game for sure. 24-20 Raiders. Okay. Barnes will be burnt dog fight. It will be a dog fight, man. It's not gonna be easy matchup. It's not gonna be an easy matchup. So there's not gonna be the 63-point win we had. It's gonna be a real dog fight. It's gonna come down to one possession, man, in my opinion. So of course, if you guys didn't see the news today, Raiders have activated Sam Webb and Charles Snowden to the active roster. They placed Malcolm Kuntz on the reserve injured, which pretty much means he's out for 4 weeks, I believe, if that's the rule. But we have activated the 6'7", 245-pound guy at edge rusher. I'm excited to see what Snowden and Janarius Robinson could bring to the table. Tyree Wilson, step up, man. Hey, I know I give you a lot of faults. I know I bash you, and a lot of us do. Step up, man. Prove us wrong. Show us why you're a number one. You're a first-round pick. Show us. Show us what all that work you've been doing in the offseason. This is your chance to shine. If you want a chance to show, hey, keep me for the future. I'm healthy. I'm ready to go, and I'm performing. This is the game to do it. If not, Janarius Robinson and Snowden are right there to really grab the spotlight, man. And you got to step up because when Malcolm Kuntz gone, this is your spotlight game. And against Joe Alt, against Rashawn Slater, this is your chance to prove it. Your chance to prove it. So we will see what happens. Of course, man, like I said, Saturdays are always my shortest shows of the week. I know Monday I had a short show, but that's because, of course, there wasn't much to talk about. There was no post game. But now, Monday, post game. We're going to talk about all things Raiders, Chargers, and hopefully we come out with the W. Raiders football in less than 24 hours from now. I'm excited. We're going to see what happens. These are my keys to the game right in front of you right here, man. I appreciate you guys for being here. If you guys can, hit that like button. Please, please, please hit that like button right now, man. It doesn't cost much. It'll help out the algorithm. And comment down below after this live. After this live is done, once I click end, right? Once it's done, go down in the comments and tell me your score prediction And a bold prediction. Hey, a bold prediction. I would like a bold prediction. I give my bold predictions on Wednesday. I hope to hear you guys with some bold predictions on the comments. So yeah, hopefully guys, hopefully get out with the dub and we have a really good post game on Monday, man. So Raiders football is upon us, less than 24 hours away. Football already has started. We've seen the Ravens, Chiefs, Eagles, Packers. Now it's time for some Raiders football in less than 24 hours. So I appreciate you guys. Bold predictions, Zeus with TTDs. Hey, my 2 cents. If you can't put it down in the comments down below, man, it'll help out with the algorithm in the video, man. I appreciate you guys. If you guys can't do that. And shout out to Kevin Lurker. This is it. Let's fucking go. Shout out to Kevin Lurker. Bold prediction. Eric shows up Monday. God damn, man. And you guys already know what it is, man. You guys already know what it is. And let me play it for you guys real quick.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Shout out to Mark Thomas, 3016 Raiders. Shout out to Natural Born Raiders Podcast. Good to see you. What it do, what it do. Salute. And I appreciate you guys, everybody that came on by today, man. If you guys can, hit that like button. Like I said, comment down below after this live your predictions, bold predictions, whatever you want to talk about for tomorrow's game. Less than 24 hours away. Blessings to you guys and your families. Tough time never lasts, but tough people doing you. That's the tough people, man. Life is too short, so always tell your loved ones you love them, man. And I'll see you guys Monday for the post game, all analysis, breakdown, reaction from the game, and I will catch you guys. Tomorrow's a maybe for me. There might be a surprise stream of a play-by-play tomorrow coming from my side. Just stay tuned for that. Maybe, maybe not. Just depends what I do tomorrow. But if I'm not doing nothing, best believe I'm here doing a play-by-play for you guys, man, week 1. But besides that, blessings. See you guys Monday, most likely. If not, just stay tuned, man. Go out there, follow my Instagram for all updates, man, if I go. And it is to be determined tomorrow. So, but if not, I'll see you guys Monday. And on that note, y'all, have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy today, college football, tomorrow, some NFL. And just win, baby. You already know what it is. Peace out.